Hello, this is Oklahoma Cannabis Business Attorney Jesse Kovach with the OK Cannabis Law Office. Today we're going to be talking about testing allowable thresholds for pesticide residuals. Now there are certain pesticide analytes that you need to test every harvest batch for, and these are as follows. And these are the allowable thresholds. You need to test for abamectin, which must come in at less than 0.5 parts per million, and that's going to be B1A and B1B abamectin. You need to test for azoxystrobin, which must be less than 0.2 parts per million. Bifenthate needs to be less than 0.2 parts per million. Etoxazole needs to be less than 0.2 parts per million. Imazalil needs to be less than 0.2 parts per million. Imidacloprid needs to be less than 0.4 parts per million. Malathion needs to be less than 0.2 parts per million. Meclobutanil needs to be less than 0.2 parts per million. The permethrins, cis and trans, need to be less than 0.2 parts per million. The spinosad, the mixture of A and D, needs to be less than 0.2 parts per million. Finally, you have spiromesiphin, less than 0.2 parts per million. Spirotetramat needs to be less than 0.2 parts per million. And finally, tebuconazole needs to be less than 0.4 parts per million. Now, if this information was helpful to you, find more like it, you can find more at our website, oklahomamedicalmarijuana.attorney.